Welcome back to Rugby Ascended, folks. This is Chris live in central Pennsylvania. Let's get to the lineups here for this matchup. Final one of the day, our fourth call of the day. It's Ulster hosting Leinster at Kingspan, site of the 2017 Women's Rugby World Cup final, which I attended. Ulster at fullback, Ethan McElroy, Mike Lowry on the right wing, Will Addison, Stuart McCloskey in the center, Jacob Stockdale on the left wing, Billy Burns is the fly half, John Cooney at scrum half, Nick Timoney, David McCann, Cormac Ezichukwa, Alan O'Connor is the captain, Kieran Treadwell, and in the front row, Tom O'Toole, Rob Herring, and Eric O'Sullivan. Off the bench, Tom Stewart, Andy Warwick, Scott Wilson, Harry Sheridan, Matty Ray, Nathan Doak, Stuart Moore, and Jude Postlethwaite. That is your lineup. Also of note today, thank you, Ulster, to the respect shown to the legendary Ruan Pinar on his final ever professional rugby game played today. Congratulations to Ruan Pinar, a longtime star for Ulster, a man dissed by the Springboks who should have been on the squad last year to ensure that we won. We did it without him, but boy, we did it by a hair's breadth. Congratulations to Ruan Pinar on his final ever game. He shall be missed, a legend of the game at multiple positions. For Leinster, we have Hugo Keenan at fullback, Tommy O'Brien on the right wing, Jimmy O'Brien and Charlie Nagatai in the center, Rob Russell on the left wing, Harry Byrne at the fly half, Cormac Foley at scrum half, Jack Conan wearing the number 8 jersey, Will Connors, Max Deegan. At the locks, Brian Deeney, James Ryan, who's the captain. And in the front row, Michael Aliatoa, Ronan Kelleher, and Cian Healy, two of those Irish nationals. Off the bench, John McKee, Michael Milne, Thomas Clarkson, Ross Maloney, Scott Penny, Luke McGrath, Sam Pendergrast, and Ben Brownlee. The official is Andrea Piardi from Italy, and Rob Jenkinson, Keane Davison from Ireland are the side judges. TMO is Leo Colgan from Ireland. And that is your lineup for today. All right, it's time to get started on this one, folks. A game I wasn't planning on covering, but here we are, and we are covering the game. So welcome back to the program. It's Chris live in central Pennsylvania. It's time to get this thing started. Let's get this party started as they come out of the locker room now, and we're about ready to get started here. Got the Irish accents on the television announcers. Whoops, I just lost them here. Here you go. You can listen to them for just a moment here. Here we go.
In white. So everybody settles, and we will settle.
There he goes. It's a commemoration for famine. Yeah. Or is this for Ruan Pinar? Okay, I've got moment of silence. Oh, this is for Ulster supporters who passed away, not for the famine. Wow, there are a lot of them listed on the board there. Ulster supporters who passed away. Wow, that's pretty incredible. Wow, that's something else. It's classy. Whistle blows for a moment of silence. This is recognizing Ulster supporters who passed away during the year. Classy. I wonder if we'll also have a moment of silence for the famine and another one for Ruan Pinar. Nope. Wow. Ulster wearing the white jerseys, and Leinster, of course, be wearing blue for this one. Ulster, beautiful stuff, beautiful location, beautiful stadium. Really enjoy my time there for multiple games during the Women's World Cup. So we're ready to get started here. Andrea Piardi out there to call this game. Here we go. And Billy Burns gets us underway as the ball's kicked. Looks like a pretty much a full house there inside the 22, and Leinster launches it back the other direction. 10 seconds in, it'll be an Ulster line out just outside the 22, about 29 meters away. And there we have it. You're welcome, Johan de Bruin. My pleasure. Connor Crowley's here as well. All right, so it will be a Ulster line out. There's a lot of players on both these sides that I really like. Some more than others. 33 seconds, and Rob Herring will throw this in as the scrum half, or the hooker, excuse me. It's in play. Ulster into a maul, and they break it away pretty quickly. Ulster feeds it over the middle. That was a forward pass, not caught by Andrea Piardi. and dug out of there by John Cooney. Cooney feeds it across to Ulster now, trying to get something going with Will Addison, looking to go forward. They come to the near side. They got space on the outside, but they didn't see it in time. They had the winger wide open. And then the defense adjusted. So Leinster's defense is up to the task. Michael Alialatoa is in there for the tackle for Leinster. They go back to the middle, trying to break through and almost get a line break, but not quite. Now they're going to try to go wide on the far side. Nice carry there, and Leinster drags them backwards. Stuck around that 10-meter line are Ulster. Ooh, boy, Leinster defense is right there in their face. Of course, Ulster being Belfast and Leinster being Dublin. Billy Burns kicks it high into the air to the near side. It'll be in the sunshine over here. Bounces on the turf. And in the end, it's brought down by Jimmy O'Brien for Leinster. Cormac Foley throws it across. Here comes Leinster with their first possession now. 1 minute and 48 seconds into the contest. Foley launches it over the side. Harry Byrne, Rob Russell out to the 10-meter line. Leinster picking up some space. Aliatoa now with the carry. And he's taken down. Oh, over top the ball is Leinster or Ulster, but no dice on that. The Belfast side left a gap out here on the wing. Here comes Tommy O'Brien down the sideline. He cuts back to the middle, gets around, uses Andrea Piardi as a shield. And Leinster's over midfield. Oh, the ball comes loose. It's a knock on by Leinster, picked up by Ulster. They're going to kick it down the pitch, and they will surrender the knock-on advantage. The referee says play on. It's charged down by Ulster. The chase is on. The chase is on. Will he get there? Oh! Oh, and Mike Lowry seems convinced he got there. I am not convinced. I am not convinced he got his hand down on that ball. There may have been a knock-on, and I'm not convinced he was the first one to get a hand there. We're going to go to the TMO, folks. Andrea Piardi says, go to the TMO. So let's see what they've got to say here.
It's caught in two minds, kicks it, charged down.
So let's see this. We've got to slow this down.
We'll just see now. Ooh,
I don't know. We're going to have to really slow that down to see what happens. That's a bad angle from behind.
Effort from Mikey Larry.
No, not from that angle.
Question is,
You got to come around to the other angle here. Here's the angle. No, that's not the angle either.
Rob Russell.
I can see only myself on the screen. There's nothing on the screen.
There it is in slow motion.
Thank you.
That's not the right angle. Show the angle we watched live.
Off the Buddha, Larry. That's not going to help us.
And the official was right there, but it was so close. We need to get the here's the angle. Here's the angle.
As well, he made one mistake with the kick.
Here we go.
He needs to just fall on the ball. A little bit hesitant.
Leo, we'll fix this problem later.
Yeah, no problem. Wait, stand by, please, Andrea.
Okay.
Here it is, slowing down. Ooh, that may be a try.
And Lowry, maybe the first one.
Lowry did get a hand in there first, but it's not conclusive or compelling.
What happens if it's a 50-50?
That's a 50-50, so to go to Leinster. But Mike Lowry has the point. He did get there first.
Leo Colgan. That's the Leo that the referee.
So Ulster looks like they may have a try here.
Not Leo Colgan.
From that angle, Andrea, it looks like simultaneous. One moment.
I agree with you.
Simultaneous.
Simultaneous grounding, Andrea.
So it's simultaneously, so we'll start with the goal line.
I don't know. I think Mike Lowry got there first.
There we go.
That's
There we
correct,
go.
Andrea.
Okay. We have a simultaneous grounding, guys, so you can clearly see on the screen. So we'll start with a goal line dropout.
Did his hand not get to it first?
No, simultaneously. Did
Did his hand not get there first?
Grounding, goal line dropout.
Did his hand not get there first? It sure looked like to me Mike Lowry gets cheated. Yeah, but it is the right call because it was not conclusive evidence. I am wearing a 2023 Rugby World Cup officials jersey. So that's what I'm wearing today. I do have an Ulster jersey, but I was trying to be neutral here, although I would like to see Ulster win this anytime to beat Leinster. So kick from the goal out to the midfield, taken there, and Ulster brings it inside the 10-meter line. They come back to the near side. Nice cut right there. Beautiful job by Lowry. It's not Lowry. Who is that? Cooney pops loose, picked up by the hooker, and Ulster's on the front foot. Down deep. Around a 22-meter line. Ulster still with the ball. Advantage is over. I didn't know they were playing advantage. It was for a knock-on. That ball comes loose. That's a knock-on by Ulster, so now Leinster has it. And Leinster will kick this ball from inside their 22. Taken deep by Ulster. Up to midfield before anybody even gets close. Cuts back. There's a gap. There's a gap. Oh. Ethan McElroy nearly broke through there. The gap closed. Oh, there's a line break. Beautiful job by Will Addison. He comes back to Cooney, but Cooney cut the wrong direction. He went right into traffic. Big mistake. Ulster had to try 2 players, and he went the one direction he shouldn't go. Oh, my goodness. What a squander. But they've got a winger open on the outside. Come on, Ulster. Not held the tackle, and he goes, and he's over. Oh, they're saying he was held the tackle. He was not held the tackle. What a crock. What an absolute crock that call is. Andrea Piardi. He was not held in the tackle. Let's see the replay here. Boy, Ulster muffs the whole thing again. Had another chance to score here. Cooney went the wrong way, right into coverage. Nice kick over the top, but he had to wait for it. He has to fight for it. He's tackled and not held in the tackle. He's released. He's released. That's bullshit. That's a freaking try. He's released. My goodness, he released. It's a try. I had the sun in my eyes. Yeah, it is a nice jersey, Matt. Yeah.
Well, I have sympathy for the
It's a
referee.
triple X, though. These are so tiny, these jerseys.
Very strongly into the
That's
eyes
clearly a
across the field.
clear release. He's
Now,
down, both arms, release is right there. He's let go. He lets go of the ball. He gets up.
We didn't see that the first time. He actually lets go of the ball.
He lets go of the ball. I mean, he did everything he was supposed to do. That's a try.
Then gets back up. I think this will be a try.
Mike Lowry, that's going to be a try. No doubt about it.
I have the sun in my eyes. It's really difficult for me, but I try to understand, okay? I explain to you. If there is a clear release, I agree with you. But then he play when he both feet, both knees are on the ground. So
No! Are you blind?
Yeah.
What a crock! What an absolute crock!
That's a couple of times.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
Unbelievable. That's crap. That's a try. Ulster gets robbed. He did get fully back to his feet. He released the ball, got back to his feet. Unbelievable. 5 minutes, 16 seconds into the contest. Ulster's been robbed of a try twice now. Clearly robbed that second time. Ronan Kelleher to throw it in the Irish national for Leinster. A lot of activity here and successful. Quite a bit's happened in 5 minutes here, folks. And so over the middle comes Leinster. Tackle made there. And that's taken back inside the 22, and they're trying to go to touch. Let's see what happens. Knocked on by Leinster. Charlie Nagatai picks it up, but that's knocked on. No call for a knock-on. That's blatant knock-on. Leinster gets away with a knock-on there. Ulster doesn't have the ball. Leinster still has it. Stuart McCloskey trying to fight his way in there. And we're going to have a penalty for not getting the ball out. Yeah, at the breakdown, Leinster held on it for way too long. Way too long. So, 6:24 into the contest here. My goodness. So Ulster should have at least one try here, possibly two. One for sure. I don't know if the other one, I think that was the right call, but that second was not the right call. Bind. Set. Andrea Piardi calls. Looks like a full house. Oh, we got a whistle. Let's see what they're going to do with that. Beautiful evening there in Belfast. Here's the restart. 7 minutes into the contest now. No score. 0-0. Antoinette says Leinster must win. 7:20 now. Bind. Set. Ulster needs a victory here. Oh, that thing got blown up, but Ulster managed to get it out of there. Number 8 goes forward. He's tackled. Cooney feeds it across. Treadwell. Ball's available. Ulster trying to go through the middle, right in the teeth of that Leinster defense. Cooney gets it wide to Burns. Burns feeds it. Timoney has it. Cooney back to the middle. Ulster still working on it. Ball carried forward by Eric O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan tackled there in the middle. And there's space on the outside. They finally see it. They got a winger. He's wide open. Let's go, Mike Lowry. Oh, Lowry down about 7 meters away. And Nagatai, that's a side entry. Side entry. Knock-on advantage being played by Ulster right now. Cooney, he's tackled there by Ronan Kelleher. And Leinster just lying there on the ground. Ball carried forward by Rob Herring. Ulster now. Oh, big Tom O'Toole. O'Toole's tackled. Ulster, 10 meters away. Pick and go. Nothing doing there. Oh, nice drive forward by David McCann. Cooney told to use it. He kicks it forward, but then he's tripped up. They were playing a knock-on advantage, so we're going to come back for that. Hugo Keenan picks the ball up, but it's a dead ball, so nothing there. And a knock-on over here by Leinster a few minutes ago. Still nothing here, 9 minutes into the contest. Boy, Mike Lowry had 4 guys chasing him down, but he ran out of space and got tackled short of the try line. Lowry's been a menace thus far, but no points have come from his efforts, despite incredible work on the part of Mike Lowry. So we have a scrum now after that knock-on. Ulster for the scrum on the far side of the pitch. Man, it's nice to see a full stadium and a big stadium too. I forget how many this one holds. I want to say it's over 20,000. Let's take a look. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's check the capacity of Kingspan. All right, Kingspan Stadium. Let's look that puppy up. 18,196. I wasn't too far off. Yep, 9,000 people seated. There's a lot of people standing. It was originally known as Ravenhill Stadium. I never knew that. The advertising is Kingspan. Set. Cooney to put it in. And get a whistle here. Early engagement by Leinster. They're going to go for the 5-meter line out. So Ulster has a chance for a 5-meter line out. Take the 5-meter line out. They're going to scrum again? Don't scrum again. Take the line out. Oh, my gosh. I don't understand this stupidity. 11 minutes. They're going to scrum again. Oh, my goodness. I don't agree with this at all. 33 people here. More than I expected. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Wow. So the Bulls are in second place. And there's only one team that can knock them out of that right now. And that is Leinster. Leinster, if they get a draw or 4 tries and finish within 7 in a loss, will match the Bulls. If they win, they'll surpass the Bulls here. Another great scrum by Ulster. Penalty. They win another penalty. They dump the ball off. They've got a free play here. Down to 5 meters is Ulster. Pick and go. Oh, Leinster recovers. McCann gets stopped dead in his tracks, and that thing is Cormac Ishikukwa goes forward. Another penalty advantage. And offsides is Leinster. My goodness, they're 5 yards in the backfield there. Ball's available. They're still playing advantage, but they're going backwards is Ulster. They really need to score with all this momentum and no points. Now you kick it over the top. I don't think it's going to be far enough. It is, but once again, that's a cynical knock-on. But they're already playing a penalty advantage, so let's see what happens. They were wheeling the scrum. So Ulster at home needs to get some points on the board here. So what are we going to do now? 5-meter line out? All right, finally. Now we're going to go for the 5-meter line out instead of the stupid scrum attempt again. Cooney's got blood on his forearm. It's getting all over his jersey. So in Northern Ireland we are, folks. Kingspan Stadium in Belfast, which is not in an ideal spot. Parking is nowhere near the joint. They're into a maul, and here's a surge. Leinster adjusts. 4 meters, 3 meters. Here it comes. Ulster still driving forward. Still driving forward. Here they go. They're going to get it. They got it. He got it down. It's a try. What? I think he's going to look to see if he lost it forward. That's clearly a try by Rob Herring.
It's a try.
On field's a
Make
try.
sure there's no loss of control before.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw was a knock on.
Okay, stand by, please.
Thank you.
I think there might have been a knock on. Yep. Let's see.
Now then, over the line at that point, does he control the ball all the way down?
Well, that's not
James Ryan
compelling.
walking across the
Let's
shot
see if this
to
shows a better
there.
evidence. Where's the ball? There's the ball.
On-field decision try, that's crucial.
So you got to have compelling evidence to overturn it.
It's got to
Going
be
forward.
a very obvious
That
reason
there's
for
no
it to
evidence
be
there whatsoever. I
overruled.
can't see anything in that.
I didn't see a clear collapse by blue. Didn't see a clear collapse by blue. I think he's down by white first.
Yeah, that's a try. That's a try.
Andrea,
Yeah.
there is no clear evidence
Yep.
to overturn your on-field decision.
Okay.
Correct.
You may award the try.
Thank
You
you.
may award the try. All right.
Blown Leinster's defence down. Ulster with the first try of the evening.
Yep, there you go. Ulster. Rob Herring with the try. All right, well done. Yep, yep. Now, I thought there might have been a knock on. I saw the ball come a little bit loose, but there's no compelling evidence to overturn the on-field decision, which was awarded as a try. So, Cooney will line it up for the kick. John Cooney. 14:08. Ulster leading 5-0. Boy, you could hear a pin drop.
Left on the clock for Cooney's kick. Happy to get on with it. And the radar is on.
7-0. Boy, you could hear a pin drop before he kicked that ball. 7-0 Ulster. Wow. 14:34. Ulster in a game they absolutely need. Currently sitting in 7th position on the log. 5 points behind the Stormers. So why do we need Ulster to win? Oh, Leinster must win, says Antoinette. Oh, for the Stormers. No, they just don't need a bonus point victory. Here's a restart, and Ulster gets it and then kicks it from the 22, and it's taken. The high ball. Well done by Jacob Stockdale. Ulster has the ball. Carried up over the 10-meter line. Burns is going to kick it high to the wing. He's got someone out there, but it hangs a long time for Lowry. It's knocked backwards by Leinster, and they've got the ball. There's no defenders from Ulster. Now they're over there. Cooney tries to strip it. Tackle made. So down to the 10-meter. That's not releasing. Come on. That should have been he came off his feet. So I thought Ulster was going to get a penalty there, but they don't. 15:39 in this game, folks. Cian Healy with the carry, Irish national. They come back to the middle for Leinster. Leinster with the ball, trying to drive it forward. Brian Deeney coming to the near side. Oh, that's a big hit, but that's not where the ball's at. The ball's out on the wing. That's a knock on. Leinster knocks it on. Leinster playing like a bunch of rookies out here, not like the experienced squad that they are. My goodness. Tommy O'Brien knocks it on. It'll be a scrum to Ulster, and their scrum looked pretty good the last 2 times. See what happens here. Oh, Charlie Nagatai. And that was a low pass. That wasn't O'Brien's fault. A very low pass came his way. Yep. So, 16-21. Harry Byrne with a terrible pass. Leinster grouping up to get their act together here because they are really got some problems going on here right now. 16-21 in the game. Ulster up 7-0. $16.34. I think I'm the only one covering this game right now. I can't find anybody covering it. Andre Piardi talking to the Leinster side. Waiting for this scrum still. A lot of time ticking off the clock. Boy, it's been a busy, long day for me, folks. 4th game. Started with the Bulls. Then the Lions. And an unbelievably crazy, incredible game. One we'll never forget. And almost nobody at Ellis Park. What a shame. And then the Stormers steal one in Connacht behind. And early engagement by Leinster and Ulster. It's all going Ulster's way. Tap and go. Big number 8. Nick Timoney goes forward. Wow. There's a kick over the top. Down to about 28 meters. O'Brien comes down with it for Leinster. Goes forward. Picks up a lot of space. Finally tackled there by Cormac Isichukwu. There you go. Harry Byrne feeds it over to Hugo Keenan, another Irish national. The ball's loose on the other side, but Leinster has control of it. Byrne kicks it up in the air. Not going to go very far. It bounces high off the turf. Oh, no. Knocked on by both sides. It'll be a scrum. Lucky for Ulster that there was a knock-on somewhere in there by Leinster, which I didn't see. Otherwise, that was going to be a try. Time off. Oh, there's the knock on by. Yeah. Yep, he got a hand on it. Yep, definitely a knock on by Leinster. Good call. It's knocked on by Jimmy O'Brien. Got an Ulster player down. Looks like one of the front rowers getting a little treatment on his neck there. Chest. 17:36 in this one. $29 people here. Now 4 people left. Oh, man, come on. Come on. I'm working hard to keep this thing going here. 4th game of the day. Nobody else is doing this game that I can see. 17:36, Ulster out in front. Andre Piardi coming over. Going to have a scrum. It should be the Leinster because it was off Ulster first. Control your weight, says Andre Piardi. All right, you guys, but I'm hungry and tired. Been a long day. $17.36. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ulster puts it in the pipe, so it was actually their scrum. Oh, here comes out the side. Cooney kicks it down the pitch. That ball goes into touch. Nice kick. Hugo Keenan couldn't do anything with it. Just let it roll in and touch for Leinster. It's a nice kick by Cooney. And he picked it up. It would have been a disaster. 18-24 in the first half. 7-0 Ulster. Completely dominating this game. Pretty much everything going their way. But they only lead by 7 points. That ought to concern them. Line out successful to Leinster. They're into a maul. Now they've got a ruck. They've placed it. Call to use it. Cormac Foley kicks this down the pitch. Taken by Mike Lowry, but boy, that was a dangerous catch, and he was tackled immediately. Ulster now trying to go the opposite direction. Call to use it for Ulster, but there's a Leinster player lying on top of the ruck. What's he supposed to do? Slow ball, and Cooney kicks it away finally down outside the 22. Taken on the fly down there by Leinster's scrum half, Foley. Ball pops loose, but not released. Billy Burns says, I didn't hear you say he was tackled. His knee was on the ground. So let's see where it's at. Where does the knee go down? Yep, there's the knee. Yep, it is. He's telling White to get on the line. They're already there. It's the Leinster side taking their sweet time getting back there. Yeah, I don't understand these stadiums where you have to stand the whole time. It's ludicrous. Oh, boy. Ulster comes away with the lineup because Leinster pooches it. The ball's inside the 22. The chase is on. Finally picked up down there by the left winger. And Leinster's going to have to desperation kick it into touch. Oh, good job getting it into touch. They were in desperation mode there. My goodness. What a great job. Was it Herring? It was Rob Herring. Leinster looks very much off the top of their game here, folks. Yeah, we did pick up a few subscribers. Yep. Ulster now with the ball breaking through. Will Addison. They go wide now. Burns back in the hands of Ethan McElroy. Cuts inside. Oh, nice feedback. Izuchukwu. And Leinster's not rolling away. Come on, the guy's lying there. How about a penalty? Good God. Ball's kicked high into the air. Chase is on. Who's going to get it? And it's taken successfully by Tommy O'Brien. He's tackled. 21-35. Call to use it. Sun disappearing from most of the field now. Alatoa is taken down by Timoney. Leinster with the ball. Trying to dig it out of the ruck. 21-46. Call to use it by Andrea Piardi, the Italian official. Kicked over the top. That's going to go down the other end. Taken there by McElroy. Handed over to Lowry, who kicks it back the other way. It's going to bounce to the 22. Boot put on it. Oh, they keep it inside of 22. That was brilliant. But it stays in the field of play. And Ethan McElroy comes up. Oh, trying to fight off a tackler, but does not. Gets over midfield. Cooney takes a look around and sends it to the inside. Cooney, once again, digs it out of there, goes back towards the middle. Here's a kick by Burns, but it's charged down by Leinster. And they're on the front foot. They're going to have to get it from behind. Nagatai, Charlie Nagatai. And that was, what a mistake that was by Ulster. And Leinster get their first try of the evening. Charlie Nagatai. Unbelievable. Lazy kick. Nagatai gets a try for Leinster. Ulster, after dominating the game for 20 minutes, makes a huge mistake. It wasn't Cooney this time. It was Billy Burns. Lazy. Charged down by Will Connors. Damn. Try by Leinster. Tie game now. That sucks. Well, CK Gaming, there you go. Leinster. I want the Bulls to have a higher position so they get a crappier team. Right now they'll play Ulster. If the Bulls get bumped down a spot, 3, then they pay Edinburgh. Ulster is easier than Edinburgh at home. Here's the restart. Oh, nearly taken by Ulster, but he drops it. Jacob Stockdale. And the ball's kicked into bench, into bench, towards the bench, into touch. And there was a knock-on advantage, but it was surrendered when they kicked it away. Stockdale really all over the place in this game so far. Rob Herring to throw this in. Looks good. They skip the maul and pass the ball over to the middle. Stuart McCloskey carries the ball. He's tackled. They come back to the inside. Oh, nice carry there. Wow. My goodness. Timoney now with the ball. Down to the 22 comes Ulster. Looking for more points here. Back towards the middle. Look at the hands in there by Leinster. They get away with one there. Oh, boy, nice passing. And Ulster's got 3 players, 1 defender back. Oh, he kept the ball. Held up. It's held up. Yep. What a stupid decision by Will Addison. You got to find a support runner there. Once he got himself held up over the line. It's a dumb decision. He did all the work, so I guess he figured it was his. But if he just offloaded that to Mike Lowry, there was a try. It's just stupid. McCann was also available. Dumb decision, and he's held up. Well, they drug him into the try zone. That should be Ulster ball. So Andre Piardi's having no conversation here about what happened there. Another player getting attention. Oh, my goodness. What a dumb decision by Addison. A dumb decision. Colossal mistake. What a colossal mistake. Hopefully that won't hurt Ulster. The Bulls should win home against whoever comes to Loftus in the quarterfinal. You say that, but Edinburgh is a tough get. Charlie Nagatai's out. Brownlee's in. Huh. Brownlee's in for Nagatai. Restart. Ulster with the ball, driving forward. On the far side. Oh, nice carry. Kieran Treadwell. Oh, lost backwards. Now he says it's a knock-on. It looked backwards to me. Ulster turns the ball over to Leinster. Leinster does not look good. This looks like an imminently beatable Leinster team right now. Ulster's just making mistakes. Stockdale took his eye off it, and then he turns it over. 25-42. Oh, my goodness. Crouch. Bind. Yep, we're going to get a whistle here. Let's see what's going on. 7-7, folks. 7-7. 37 people here. Thanks for tuning in. More than I expected. I didn't expect a whole lot of people to show up. Like I said, I don't think anybody else is actually broadcasting this game right now. Let me take a look and see. No, nobody seems to be broadcasting it. Crouch. 8:15 in Belfast. Bind. Set. Head towards the summer when the sun stays out longer. Northern Hemisphere. Leinster puts it in the pipe and it collapses. Playing advantage. They go wide. Harry Byrne down to the 10-meter line. Tackle there. Uh-oh. Somebody's down. No, okay, they're okay. Leinster still driving forward. Oh, nice break. Hugo Keenan, and it's going to be another Leinster try. Oh, my goodness, Foley. Leinster's up. I told you. Ulster taking it way too easy. So Foley gets a try. Oh, my goodness. Going to be an easy conversion here because it's right in front of the post, so I'll go ahead and put the score up. We'll presume that Leinster goes up 14-7. Well, this is what happens when you let them hang around. You let them hang around. Leinster now leading. First lead of the game comes 26 minutes in. One of the players getting some attention out of the pitch. Relatively short trip between Belfast and Dublin, so that's where I sat, right there on that end during the World Cup. That's where my seat was. 14-7 now. Leinster out in front. Well, it all started when Hugo Keenan would get that line break and he wasn't tackled. Restart. Ball's knocked backwards. Ulster got it. So they're down about 17 meters now. Ulster really quickly on the front foot here. Just need to get points after giving up that easy try. Cooney to Treadwell. Treadwell, 3 players to take him down. Cooney back to the center. 2 players there for the tackle, including Ronan Kelleher. James Ryan, the captain, makes a tackle. Oh, Ulster nearly breaking through with Addison over in the middle. And again, another carry. Rob Herring this time. So, trying to suck them all in. That's what the Ulster side's trying to do. Suck them in. They get a penalty for hands off the feet, so they could take 3 points here if they want. Hands on the ground, off the feet. Take the 3. Easy points. Yep, they're going for the post. I hope Munster doesn't win it again. I'd love to see the Stormers win again, but they're not consistent enough to win it again. Right now, Munster's the best looking side out there. Yep, the Bulls' defense is woeful and suspect, so I couldn't say the Bulls. Glasgow is losing the way they lost to the Lions. Not impressed. The Bulls, weak defense. Leinster shows they're weak at different times. I mean, they had such a huge lead this whole season. They suddenly lose all these games late in the season. People want to blame it on the Champions Cup, but that's not the reason they lost. Stormers inconsistent. Edinburgh is inconsistent. Kick is good. 14-10. Into double digits goes Ulster. All right, 14-10. This is going into touch. Oh, huge mistake from Leinster. Kicked it straight into touch inside the 22. Come all the way back to midfield. 33 minutes. Harry Byrne, huge mistake there. That's going to hurt his team. Ronan Kelleher just comes over and says it's all right. 33 minutes into the contest now. 33-15 scrum. This is a Ulster scrum after the Harry Byrne, excuse me. Yeah, Harry Byrne kicked the ball straight into touch. And the scrum is holding up. Trying to get the ball out of there. Hard to reach down there. Number 8 gets it out. Oh, they got something cooking on the outside here, but it's too much. It's too much. Oh. Ethan McElroy couldn't get there. Will Addison kicked a little too hard. It's a nice kick, but it's just a little too much. You never know with that darn artificial turf. I hate that. Oh. Here's a line out. Ronan Kelleher throws it in. For Leinster, they have the ball. Sun's almost completely gone from the field. Oh, there's a knock on as Leinster slipped on the turf. That'll turn it right back over to just what happened there. My goodness. Will Connors just fell down. He trip over his foot or what happened? He was trying to get rid of the ball. Highly unlikely they're on 54 points with one game to go. Highest point, 59 with a bonus point. Huh? There's no way they're getting into 4th place, the Stormers. Not going to happen. Would be nice, but they blew that game a few weeks back. Lost a game they should have won. Yeah, the Stormers have 54 points now. The best they can do is 59. Leinster has 59, so they can't advance. Not getting a bonus point killed them today. Yeah, they're not going to advance. 5th place is where they're going to be at. They're going to play against the 4th place team, whoever that's going to be, on the road. So the only way they get a semifinal is if a team below them advances as well. And Ulster stands up in the scrum, so they turn it over. After winning a scrum, they turn it right back over to Leinster. Man, I am so hungry. Leinster says scrum. Okay. So go right back. Approaching halftime here, folks. 35 minutes, 23 seconds. And an Ulster player getting treatment on the pitch. It looks like Rob Herring is the one getting treatment. It is Rob Herring. All right, going to see another scrum. This time it's Leinster's scrum. 43 people currently here. Thanks for tuning in. First, be sure to hit the like button. Doesn't cost you anything but a moment of your time.
That was easy.
Piece of cake. I was asked to cover this game. I'm knackered. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I've been up since 6 a.m. It's my 4th game, but I was asked to do it, and I am here. So thanks for being here with me. Crouch. Bind. Set. Leinster puts it in the pipe. The whole thing falls apart. And a penalty against Ulster. Leinster wins a penalty. Scrum did not go well for Ulster. I don't know what the call was here. Substitution coming in for Leinster. O'Brien is out. McGrath is in. Oh, Leinster comes away with that successfully. They go on the outside. Oh, Leinster moving up the sideline. But Ulster's over top the ball. That should be a penalty. Oh, how come is that not a failure to release? Okay. Yeah, I thought that should have been a penalty. Alatoa is tackled. Leinster out on the side. Rob Herring makes the tackle there. And Ulster has stole the ball. They pinched it. Well done. Crowd cheers. Happy about that. Nicely done by Ulster, turning the ball over. Oh, a knock on. Yeah, I don't think that was a legit turnover, but hey. Yeah, I'm with the TV announcers. If I miss something, you can't play the 9 and then tip the ball back. That's just wrong. That can't possibly be right. That play a few moments ago. Whatever the case is, Leinster will have it now. Just 2 minutes left in the first half. We'll recap all the games from today at halftime. What a day of rugby, folks. What a day of rugby. It's the last one for today. 38-14 in the game. I am wearing a 2023 Rugby World Cup officials jersey. This one from the World Cup in France. Bind. Set. Whistle blows. So Ulster has been dominating this game, but it's not shown on the scoreboard. Gave up that easy try. What a big mistake that was. It's just a minute left in the first half. 51 people currently here. Thanks for rolling in and joining us, folks. How's the word getting out? This is URC Action, play-by-play color commentary. Ulster hosting Leinster. And Ulster's been dominating the game on the pitch, but not putting the points up, and they find themselves trailing as halftime approaches. It's a scrum to Leinster. Andrea Piardi has had better days officiating, I'll tell you that much. Ulster's been robbed of one try, and another was debatable. So they're going to reset the scrum. Just 30 seconds left in the first half. 39-31. Leinster to put this ball in play. Crouch. Bind. Set. Good push from Ulster, but it doesn't account for anything. And now Leinster shouts back. Now Ulster shouts back, and it starts spinning. And a penalty. Now he's going to restart it. Reset it. We're over the hooter now. Scrums are ugly here. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Nathaniel Edward Brown says, thanks, Chris. You are indeed a legend. Salute. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I think a lot of people don't appreciate what goes into this, and this is just one aspect. I mean, on my news channel, I have done, I think, 15 videos in the past week, prepared videos, analytical videos, plus live broadcast every day. Oops. PRD's talking.
That's the end, okay? Next one, I escalate my sanction.
McBride just a famous.
Andre Piardi warning both front rows. Next time he escalates it, he wants... And he's right. The scrums have been ugly. They've not been pretty. So he's just giving them a heads up. You better get that together. I like this one because it's got kind of a collar on it. Small collar. Not cholera. Collar. It doesn't have cholera. It has a collar on it. 40-17 the clock has stopped. It's restarted. 40-18, 40-19. Crouch. Bind. Set. He admonishes them to stay straight. So nothing's coming out of this. Keep it up. Call to use it once. Now they dig it out. They go down the short side. Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Jack Conan takes him inside of 22. Leinster now on the front foot over the hooter. Boy, Ulster cannot give up a third try here. Be disastrous. Driven back over the 22. To the hands of Max Deegan. Harry Byrne comes through the 22. He's tackled. McGrath into the hands of Max Deegan, driven back to 22. We're well over the hooter. That should be a maul. No maul called. Ball pops loose on the turf. Ronan Kelleher feeds it off to Ulster. Ulster has the ball now. And Alatoa is just lying on top there. Cooney kicks it over the top. 50-22 if he gets there. Nope. It's gonna. Oh, that looked like a knock on to me. That's the halftime. Wow. Boy, Leinster has to escape there. Ulster dominates the game, but not on the scoreboard as we go to the halftime. 14-10. Very disappointing for Ulster fans, no doubt. $14-10. Wow. At the half. All right, folks. Wow. We'll talk about today's results and how the league looks here in just a moment. Stick with me. Let me just go ahead and save a screen capture from that. There we go. Turn down my volume so I'm not disturbed. This building was opened in 1923. Has that ornate arch at the entrance erected as a war memorial for those killed in World War I and World War II. Yep. Prior to 23, Ulster and Ireland played games at the Royal Ulster Agricultural Society grounds in Belfast, which is not where we're talking about here. So halftime, we get the halftime marker up there, and not much action in this game. Do I think the Stormers will rest some players? Running permutations in my head. Stormers can't go higher than 5th, but if the Lions win, they can potentially make it playoffs. It's a good point, but I don't think you want to go into the playoffs with a loss at home at DHL Greenpoint Stadium. If they're on the road at Ellis Park, different story, but I think you don't want to lose at home. So, yeah, the Stormers can't go above 5th place. They're not going to have a home final, but they could have a semifinal at home. They won't have a quarterfinal at home, but they could have a semifinal if the team below them also advances. So it's a lot of permutations. I see where you're coming from there, but you don't throw a game. So today we've only got, let's see, this is the only game left. There's nothing for tomorrow. So the last game of the day, and it's Leinster and Ulster. So everything's kind of set beyond that. Munster is in first place with 63 points, and they're not giving it up. The Bulls in second place with 61 points. Then you've got Glasgow in third place with 60 points. They got no points today as the Lions pummeled them. Leinster at 59 could get 4, taking them to 63. Could get a bonus point, which should take them 64 and stand alone at the top of the log. The Stormers are in fifth place with 54 points, and they will not catch Leinster. Glasgow, the Bulls, and Munster are free and clear of the Stormers. They can never catch them because they're already at 60 points. The most the Stormers get is 59 with a bonus point win next week. So the only team that is in reach with them right now is fourth place Leinster, and Leinster has a much bigger advantage on point differential. Plus, I think Leinster's beaten them. So the tie would go to Leinster if I'm not mistaken. So the Stormers are locked in at fifth place or lower. They could come in lower. If they don't win next week, they lose, don't get any bonus points. Edinburgh could come up and join them. Ulster could come up and join them with 5 points. And then you've got Benetton could join with 5 points. But I don't think that'll knock them out. I think the Stormers are in now. Just have to check the permutations. I don't think they can be knocked out. But the Lions, could the Lions knock them out? I don't think so. The Lions have a bigger point differential. But I don't know. I don't know how that would work. That would be weird. Anyway, the Lions are still in contention here. The Connacht technically are with a bonus point win here. Oh, I'm sorry, they lost. With a bonus point win next week, that would give them 50 points. And I'd have to look and see what the permutations are here for next week. So let me take a look at that and see who's playing who. So, and work this out for everybody. So, come on, where's the things at? This thing went back to week 1 again. Okay, I want week 18. There we go. Not 17, 18. So Leinster and Connacht play next week, okay? So Leinster and Connacht. Leinster could get stuck and not go anywhere, but Connacht, even with a bonus point win, would be at 50 points, okay? So let's see who else. 50 would be smaller than you normally need. Normally you need 51. That's the expectation. The Warriors, Glasgow is against Zebra Parma. That's an easy win for Glasgow. Stormers and Lions, okay? Benetton and Edinburgh, okay? That's a huge game, Benetton, Edinburgh, okay? So as things sit right now, neither one of them, well, right now both are in the playoffs, but if Benetton wins that game, it's 53 or 54 points. If Edinburgh wins that game, it's same thing. If they tie, it's 51 and 51. Yeah, somebody gets knocked out, but it's unclear who gets knocked out. It depends on other things. Ulster really needs to get their act together in this game, or they're going to be in trouble here. So Benetton plays Edinburgh, and then the other one, Munster plays Ulster. That's a tough one for Ulster. They've got to win today, as Munster's next. They're the top-ranked team, so they finished the season against Leinster and Munster. Jeez, that's tough row to hoe. Man, oh man, oh man. Benetton finishes the season against who did they play today? They lost that game. And they played earlier against the Bulls, right? Yeah, they finished against the Bulls, and then in the last game, Benetton. Come on, this stupid thing is not cooperating. Benetton will play somebody. Oh, Edinburgh. Two tough finishes. So some of these teams really need to make the playoffs and do things at the end, find themselves playing difficult schedules. The Stormers' schedule is difficult only from the standpoint that they had never won in Ireland, and they rarely win in Wales, and they just won in both and on the road. That made that tough because they play the Lions last, and that's not that big a difference for them. So 11 wins, 6 losses now for the Stormers, and a lot of those losses are wholly unnecessary. But they're 115 points differential clear. The biggest right now is Leinster at 100. No, the Bulls at 194. Leinster's at 180. So, yep. All right. So there's no other games going on. This is it. This stadium has hosted 18 international matches, including pool games in 91 and 99 Rugby World Cups. Most recent time that Ireland played at the stadium was in 2007 in a warm-up for the 2007 World Cup against Italy. Wow. Prior to that, Scotland was the last visitor to the 54 Five Nations Championship. So the international games haven't been happening here very often. On August 27th, the 2017 Women's World Cup final was played in Kingspan. New Zealand beat England 41-32. I was there. Yep, the semifinal matches and some playoff matches were also played at the stadium. Correct. Yep, that is correct. I was there. So, what's attendance here? I'm looking at attendance figures for the arena. Pro 14. The numbers are good, actually. 2021 URC season, they got almost 15,000 was the average attendance. Then last year it was 18,196 was the average attendance. That's very impressive. That is pretty wild. Anyway, yep. So there you have it. That's where we sit. Waiting for the second half to get started here, folks. Background work goes into live streams, prep work. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. A lot of work. Yeah, the Lion game has been the best game we've done in ages. I mean, my goodness, that was an incredible game. What excitement. I mean, what did I say repeatedly? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? That was my chant in the second half. That was unbelievable, folks. What an incredible game by the Lions. Yeah, let me read the story to you that was written in the, where's that? Here it is. This is News 24 by Heinz Schenk. It's funny because there's a famous German name is Heinz Schenk. He was a TV talk show host back in the day. But South Africa has their own Heinz Schenk. So, Hollywood, Schmollywood, Lions conjure up script for the ages in a freakish win over Glasgow. The Lions kept up their end of the bargain in the quest for an elusive maiden spot in URC playoffs with a rousing 44-21 victory over log-leading Glasgow at Ellis Park. But scriptwriters would struggle to conjure up a plot as wild as this one. Not that the freakishness of the host turnaround, they were trailing 14-8 with 13 men on the field early in the second half, should overshadow what was actually a patently heroic effort. 21-year-old Ruan Fenter was the main character of the first act, starring in the type of tragic drama that would break the spirit of most rookie players. He'd come on as a ninth-minute replacement for Emmanuel Chuchuka and found himself in the sin bin just 3 minutes later by errantly shoving Warriors fullback Josh McKay's head into the turf repeatedly, following what was already a testosterone-fueled tackle on his opponent. Yep. Wow. Hang on a second. Let me get one shot here. Okay. Got it. Yeah, so I'll finish that article for you. Just looking to make sure that they weren't coming back out of the locker room. They're not. Just heard a little bit of noise. The announcers were saying something of important there. All right, back to that story now. So, about the 65 meters ahead in the left corner, visiting winger Kyle Rowe had scooped up a George Horn chip, and then while he was played onside by a touch from a Lions defender's leg and scored. The Lions had already been in an anxious frame of mind after Gianni Lombard surprisingly handed the start at pivot, just having returned from another long injury layoff, had spurned 2 simple kicks a goal. He missed both kicks. But they found the reward for their endeavor when Jordan Hendrickson, who was a revelation as a prone midfielder. By the way, oh my goodness, Jordan Hendrickson was amazing wearing the number 12 jersey in its substitution for Marius Lowe, who was injured. He was unbelievable. Yep, Morne Vandenberg summoned up all his proverbial bulldog spirit as halfback to hold Kyle Rowe from scoring, hold him up over the line. Out of the blue, the Lions effected a turnover with the visitors on the prowl again. Veteran lock Willem Alberts neatly feeding Lombard around the corner, who delivered a perfectly timed and weighted pass to Eric Cronier, the center making the scoring pass to the hasty Rabs Mahwane. Anyway, it goes on and on. What an incredible finish it was for the Lions. Good googly goo. It was something else to say, folks. It was incredible. Oh my goodness. So Cyril Ramaphosa says, snaking fields of voters. Wow. Reminiscent of 94 elections. Really? He said, seeing the queues of South African voters waiting to vote today made him reminisce about 1994. Speaking on the sidelines the second day of the campaign in KZN, he told people in the Sibu Sizwe Community Hall, it's really uplifting for our democracy that people are coming out in their thousands all over the world to go and vote in various places. More than 70,000 South Africans living abroad were expected to cast their votes on Saturday. Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. South Africans abroad don't ever cast their ballots. Ah, boy. So Cyril Ramaphosa trying to muster up some interest. Okay, players coming back on the pitch. We're getting ready to start the second half. Let me turn off the halftime marker. Lions are underrated. Well, they're inconsistent, Seamus. That's why. They're underrated because they're inconsistent. They are truly inconsistent. If they were consistent, maybe they wouldn't be underrated. So we're ready to start the second half. And we're ready to get started here for the second half at Kingspan, Ravenhill Stadium in Ulster, Belfast, Northern Ireland. Crowd is into it. But Ulster needs to get their act together here. And Harry Byrne will start us off with a kick. Byrne sends it down inside the 22. The sun's still peeking through the top of the stands. And that ball's kicked back down the pitch. It goes to Hugo Keenan. Keenan has the ball. He comes up the midfield. So accustomed seeing him wearing the Irish green. Tackle's made by Ulster. And they go to the short side of the pitch, and Harry Byrne goes forward, but he's tackled. Oh, nicely done. That's Jackal by Ulster. They win a penalty. Oh, nicely done. Ball was just laying on the pitch. And well done there. It was a Nick Timoney who got in there and stole that thing. Well done. Came in and jackaled that ball, Nick Timoney did. Brilliant stuff. Yep. Well done. So Ulster kicks it down the pitch looking for touch. That's going to get around the 22, right just outside the 22. Billy Burns with the kick. Ulster needs to get some points on the board. Can't keep dominating and not scoring. Here we go. Second half action. First line out. Rob Herring to throw it in. Just outside the 22. No challenge there. Timoney comes down with it. So Ulster now trying to work through some phases. Cooney. Sichukwu. Cooney. Nicely done there. Leinster's defense is up to the task. Alatoa in there on the tackle. Addison with a carry. It's Treadwell actually that had that carry. McCann. Roden Kelleher not rolling away. No penalty called on him. Stockdale can't get away from the tackle. Oh, knocked backwards. Oh, Cooney is a high tackle, no call, right in front of the official. We do have an advantage here. I don't know what the advantage is for. Addison puts the ball out there in thin air, holding it out. trying to get them to bite on defense. Another penalty advantage right here. I'd take the 3 points right in front of the posts. Take the points. Leinster arguing about what happened there, but James Ryan just lays there. Off his feet, too. Turns around and turns into the tackle. 42-58. They are going to go to the post. That's what I said. Go for the post. John Cooney, the scrum half, to kick this penalty conversion. 2 tries for Leinster, 1 for Ulster, but a chance to narrow the lead to just 1 if Cooney can get this across, slot this kick. Crowd is dead quiet, folks. I mean, this is insane how quiet they are.
Strike from Cooney, turned and around to the
He got
halfway
it.
line as soon as it left his boot.
There you go. 14-13. .44:05. Leinster will restart this game, leading by a point now, I should say. Inside, or just outside the 22, and Ulster comes down with it. Call to use it. Kick gets away. Hugo Keenan takes it just over midfield. He's driven back to the midfield line. Places the ball, and Ulster not rolling away, but they don't get called for a penalty there. Tackle made at the midfield line. Counter-ruck coming from Nick Timoney, who had that jackal a few minutes ago. Ala'atoa is at the back of this thing. And Luke McGrath digs it out, sends it down. Oh, he and Hugo Keenan went up with Ethan McElroy, who came away with it. McElroy wins that one. My goodness. A lot of pressure to catch that ball. He did. Call to use it. Hands in the ruck. Call to use it. Boy, he's coming quick with those use-its. Ball's kicked down the pitch. Bounced off somebody's shoulder, and then it goes forward. I think Ulster knocked it on. Bounced off of a... I think it's just bouncing all over the place. We're going to come back for some sort of scrum. I don't know who has possession, though. It's hard to say. It's all over the place. Knock on by white, knock on by blue. Be blue scrum. Okay. Well, hard to see that. Ball was going every which way but loose. Oh, Hugo Keenan was not happy because he got interfered with. He's right. Timoney ran into him. They're both going for it, though. It wasn't Timoney. It was actually Stockdale. Do I have a dog in the fight between Usyk and Fury tonight? No, I do not. Do you? It's not even a game I think I can watch. No, there's nothing more. This is it for today. Tomorrow, stuff I'll say. No. Nope. May 24th, Gloucester versus the Sharks, the final. There you go, folks. Next week is the Challenge Cup final. Excuse me. Clock is stopped as an injured player is being treated. .46 minutes. 1 point between these two sides. Woo! Clothespin went flying. Crouch. Bind. Set. Leinster puts it in. Luke McGrath. And it collapses. Penalty against Ulster. Number 3, Tom O'Toole, cracking under pressure. Cracking under pressure. I'm not sure I've heard that penalty before. So Leinster wins the scrum. Let's kick this. So they kick it down the pitch. It'll be a line out to Leinster about 26 meters away. Ronan Kelleher gets over there to throw that ball in. Irish national Michael Alatoa out there. Leinster looking for the line out. There it is. Successful line out to Leinster. They come across to the middle. Harry Byrne. Oh, big hit by Ulster. Oh, it's a knock on. The ball's chipped up the pitch. It should have been a knock on. No call for a knock on. So Leinster regathers the ball, but they're back where they started a few minutes ago before that penalty. And the Ulster fans are upset that there wasn't a knock on called, with good reason. Call to use it for Leinster. McGrath will kick it over the top. He does. And it's outside the 22. Oh, player taken out in the air. That should be a penalty. And the crowd is booing royally because they know he was taken out in the air. Wow. I think the TMO will have to take a look at that. TMO will have to take a look at that. Ball is available. Cooney's told to use it. He does. He launches over the top. Ball is taken over there by Hugo Keenan. He's tackled. I should go back to the TMO and look at what I said a moment ago. Kelleher. McGrath kicks it over the top, right into the hands of Stockdale, who comes charging up the pitch and doesn't release the ball. Stockdale is going to get called for not releasing. Wow. Unbelievable. Ulster just can't live with success. Will Connors got over top that ball. He was hitting the air. Player was hitting the air on that kick a few minutes ago, and no wonder the crowd is upset. So Leinster has another line out, 26 meters away again. So they were here a few minutes ago. And Rob Herring comes out for Ulster. Stewart comes in for him. Call to use it once for Leinster. After the line out, they're into them all. They dig it out. Here they come. Boy, Ulster looked like they were offside there. Tackle made. Tackle made by Billy Burns. Play stopped. Away wide is the call. Leinster comes to the near side. Jimmy O'Brien. Burned. Hugo Keenan. And it's thrown into touch by Ben Brownlee. Adrian Piardi says, "You're in front of the man. Don't try to be smarter than us, please." That's funny. That is funny. Good stuff there. Good stuff. Andrea Piardi providing the on-field entertainment here. So Ulster with a line out. Player hit in the air, no call, but they managed to hang on to it, and then the ball goes into touch. Player was hit in the air, no call. But Leinster gets the ball. That's just unjust. Under Piardi getting to get his head out his backside. 14-13 now. 51 minutes in this contest. Last half hour. Ulster needs a victory here. I mean, they won't fall out of playoff contention, but it puts them in a tough spot for next week. They're in 7th place. They could be leapfrogged by the Lions and Benetton and drive them out of playoff contention. Connacht has 49. I mean, if Ulster doesn't do anything today and lose next week, Connacht could get a bonus point win. Unlikely. Okay, so line out successful. They're into a maul as Leinster. Luke McGrath at the back of it, digs it out, sends it over towards the middle. Ulster's got to be careful here, living dangerously. Sam Brownlee gets away with that one. Back to the middle. Leinster, 7 meters away now. Leinster, Michael Alazoa, 5 meters away. He's tackled. Leinster, back to the 5-meter line. Leinster goes wide into the hands of Max Dean. So down to 5 meters. I think they're playing advantage. Leinster going through multiple phases trying to break that defense. Now they're down to 4 meters. Ronan Kelleher. Call to use it. No scrum half there. They bring Max Deegan over to do it. Oh, down to 2 meters. He's over, but it's held up. No, it's short. Short. That one doesn't get in. By Kelleher. Phase after phase. Oh, is he across? He got it. Leinster gets a try. It's Alatoa. Leinster's over. Ulster choking this one away. Michael Alatoa gets that bad boy. All right. Now Leinster starting to move away with this game. More than 7 phases and they scored that try. Wear down the opponent. Here's the kick from Harry Byrne. Conversion's good, 21-13. Ross Maloney goes out for Ryan. Captain Ryan is out, replaced by Maloney. Oh, it's Deeney, not Ryan. Sorry. Brian Deeney goes out. Taken back inside the 22. Luke McGrath cannot kick this into touch, so he puts it into play. But it's close. Ah. Knocked on by Stuart Moore. Just came in the game. Ulster turns it over. Jeez. It's all going wrong now. Everything went right, and they didn't score for 25 minutes. They weren't adding points like they should have been, and now they're just in trouble. This is what happens when you play against a team like Leinster. McElroy is off, and Moore came in for him. And he just dropped that ball. My goodness. 55-22 in this one, folks. Thanks to everyone that's here. 54 people here, 34 likes. Button's easy to push. It's right below the video.
That was easy.
And there you go. You give us a like. 4th game of the day. Show me the pro color commentators and play-by-play. There's a penalty against Ulster on the scrum. Yep, another one. Leinster wins a penalty on the scrum. No doubt they'll kick for territory here. 21-13. So there'll be a line out 30 meters away. right dead smack in the middle of that 22 and 10-meter line. Leinster on the Ulster side of the pitch up already by 8 points. Line out's not challenged. Here they come. Leinster inside the 22. Ronan Kelleher carries inside the 22 for Leinster. He's tackled. Maloney. Harry Byrne. Byrne dumps it off to Hugo Keenan. Keenan goes wide with the ball. The hands of Jack Conan. They go wide on the outside. They come back on the inside to Thomas Maloney. No, Ross Maloney. Oh, and Ulster gets away with one. They stole the pass. Streaking down the sideline is Jacob Stockdale. He's going to get the try, and Ulster steals a try. Stockdale. Oh, my goodness. Woo! And Ulster's back in the game just like that. Stockdale. Wow. Brilliant stuff there, folks. Wow, I just woke everybody in the stadium up. Stockdale. That ball's thrown by Harry Byrne right into the hands of Stockdale, and he's off to the races. Wow. Wow. Harry Byrne turns that thing over. Stockdale goes 70 meters. Wow. Conversion will be a little bit of a challenge here, though. It's on the outside. Ulster was about to be written off for dead in this game, and suddenly they're back in it. If it's a conversion, they'll be right back in it. My goodness, that was something else. Stockdale, impressive job. His 9th URC try. The left winger. So once again, it's deadly silent for Cooney's conversion attempt. Absolute silence. Ravenhill, no noise. Must kick. He's got the distance. Flags go up. 21-20. Wow. Cooney gets it done. Wow. Suddenly we have a game. 21-20. Approaching the last 20 minutes of the game. This one's turned out to be a good game here in the end. Not so great in the first half. Boring. Ooh. Restart. Ulster has the ball inside their 22. Cooney's not happy. He's been told to use it. He's going to dig it out of that ruck. Kicks it over the top. Where's this ball going to go? Into touch. All right, let's see where the mark is. Close to the 10-meter line, so a pretty good kick by Cooney. Get some space there for his side. This kid keeps trying to get on TV. Here's a line out from Leinster. Nearly poached by Ulster, but not quite. So Leinster comes across the middle. My goodness. Jack Conan with a carry. McGrath digs it out. Goes to the short side of the pitch. The far side. James Ryan carries forward. He's tackled. Ooh. Well, an Ulster player got hit in the mouth here unintentionally. Nice tackle there. Jimmy O'Brien. The ball comes loose. Ooh, the crowd excited about that. The ball comes loose. Scrum to Ulster. Front row for Leinster, all brand new. So out goes Alatoa, Kelleher, Cian Healy. In comes John McKee, Michael Milne, and Thomas Clarkson. Cian Healy goes out of the game, 20 minutes left. Along with Ronan Kelleher and Michael Alatoa. It's a good front row. 60 minutes, 47 seconds. It's a scrum to Ulster. Let's see how they do. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ooh. Pushing and shoving. Pushing and shoving. From the scrum. That scrum was won by Ulster. Now a little bit of pushing and shoving. Oh, it's getting a little chippy out here in Belfast, folks. Listen to this.
Telling them to get a hold of their teams and let it simmer down rather than up.
You have a penalty.
Crowd is into it. 61-30. Ulster down by a single point. Billy Burns looking for some space here. And that'll be about 10 meters for a line out for Ulster. Yeah, that penalty could have gone either way. Could have been an Ulster penalty. Could have been a Leinster penalty. So, 62 minutes now. Just 18 minutes left for somebody's clock. Ichikua's out. And Ray is in. Matty Ray in for Ichikua. Line out successful for Ulster. Into a rolling maul. They pull it out of there. Cooney. Oh, nearly intercepted. It is. Ah, boy. That thing was stolen but knocked on. Oh, Harry Byrne read that thing like a book. Harry Byrne stole that ball but then knocked it on. Man, oh, man. He had it and then he just lost it on a tackle. Man, Cooney just telegraphed that. What a great reach by Harry Byrne to get his hands out there, just the fingertips to draw that ball in. It's good stuff there. Lucky for Ulster that that ball was dropped. Oof. Oof. $62 minutes, 24 seconds. Leinster, Ulster, very compelling game, 21-20. Not as exciting as the score sounds, though. Ball's in the pipe. Cooney trying to get it out of there. Cooney has it. He goes to the outside. 50-22 is in effect if he gets it. Oh, just missed. Going to come all the way back and turn it over. Billy Burns going for that 50-22 and misjudged it. Just a little bit too much. About a meter too much. So Johan is saying Leinster closes the game out with 3 tries. Okay. Let's see. Gets 17 minutes. Oh, they overthrew it. Oh, Mike Lowry comes away. Oh, come on. Oh. Stuart McCloskey knocked it on. Dang. And Ulster had a big chance there. Rob Russell, we barely called his number tonight. Oh, man. Nearly gotten away there. It's Michael Milne. Leinster goes wide. Ball bounces off the turf on the outside. Cooney has it at the 22. Ruck is formed. McGrath. Inside the 22. Harry Byrne. Jimmy O'Brien now past the 22. McGrath. Foley. Oh, off the turf. And Leinster somehow holds on to it. Max Deegan with the carry. The momentum is building here for Leinster. They come back to the short side. Rob Russell tries to get it out into the hands of Jack Conan. Oh! What a great job by Mike Lowry driving him into touch. Saves the day for Ulster. Looks like he's hurting there. There's no try. That's a knock-on. Well, they thought he might have scored, but no. I didn't see that. Wow. He was in touch anyway. See the left boot. He's already in touch before the ball's even put down. McCann getting attention. Lowry's also getting attention. "65 minutes here in the contest." Got a substitution coming in for Ulster now. Tom O'Toole is coming out, being replaced by Scott Wilson. Okay. The clock is still stopped. 14 is out for blood. Who's 14? Blood bin. I don't know what 14 is. Is Lowry out for blood bin? Nope, he's staying in the game. Here we go. Ulster line out from their own 5-meter line. 15 minutes remain. Here we go. Ulster still trailing. They go long and they got it, but it's not straight. Oh, not straight. Oh, scrum or line out? Scrum. Leinster calls for a scrum. 7 blue. Connor's out, being replaced by Scott Penny. So Connors comes out of the game, replaced by Scott Penny for Leinster. Clock's still ticking here. Ulster gets a bonus point right now because they're within 7 for the loss. So a bonus point now would put them at 50 points and in 6th place. Set. Leinster comes away with it. Conan. Leinster tries to go through the middle. Pick and go. Maloney's held up. He's tackled eventually. Leinster now. Still trying to get something going here. Ulster's up to the challenge. They drive them backwards. From 5 meters, they're at 15 meters now. They go wide. Try to cut back to the inside. Lowry's there for the tackle. Boy, the defense by Ulster is fantastic. Billy Burns with a tackle now. McGrath comes back, and Ulster is driving Leinster backwards. They're close to the 22 now, and they were down at 5 meters a minute ago. Oh, there's a potential break stopped. Harry Byrne into the hands of Brownlee. Ben Brownlee. What the heck was that? Oh, my goodness. He picked the ball up. And then he went and put it back down after he's called for a penalty. Ball was not out of the ruck. Yep. My goodness. It's Tom Stewart. That was funny. All right, so they're going to kick for the corner. Harry Byrne. Leinster, chance to drive again with just 12 minutes left in the contest. Ulster not getting it done. Dominated this game for the first half, especially the first 25 minutes, and came away with almost nothing to show for it. Just 3 points. Oh, my goodness. Sheridan is on. Treadwell is out. Kieran Treadwell had a good game. Harry Sheridan comes in for Kieran Treadwell. Line out successful for Leinster. And they're driving hard. They're going to get its try here. Rolling maul. They're pushing, but it's stopped now. Call to use it once. McGrath around the corner. Oh, is it jackled by Ulster? Yes! Ulster jackals the ball at the try line. Absolutely brilliant stuff there. Tom Stewart, the man who just got in trouble with a penalty and got them in deep trouble. Wow. He redeems himself. Man, Ulster at the try line. That's incredible. He jackals the ball. That's a heartbreaker for if Leinster loses this game, it'll be that moment right there. Wow. Wow, that was something else. Luke McGrath wanted the pass, but it didn't come to him. Wow. Stewart just gave up that penalty, and then he wins it back for his team. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Line out. Stewart now. Successful. Into a maul goes Ulster. At the back is Stewart. As they go forward. Cooney looking for the ball. Cooney takes away, kicks the ball high into the air. Chases on for the kick. Knocked backwards by Ulster. They've come away with it. Well done. Cooney over the middle. Billy Burns, there was a defender there, so he held on to it. And offsides. Ulster's playing advantage here now. Ulster playing advantage. I guess it was a knock-on advantage because he kicked it away. Lowry gets down there, and the catch is made by Leinster. So Leinster now, with less than 10 minutes left, has the ball and is driving. Call to use it. Leinster kicks it over the top. Luke McGrath. Oh, player taken out in the air. Do we not get a penalty there? Play on, he says. My goodness. And now we've got Leinster not rolling away, impeding the play. Jeez. My goodness. I cannot believe that wasn't a penalty. Knocked backwards once again. Well done by Ulster. Lowry does it again. So Ulster keeps giving itself chances here, but they got to do something with the ball. Oh, big hit. Ulster retains possession. Driving by Ulster over in the middle of the field. Addison's going forward. Ulster's driving now. Oh, he dumps it up into the hands of Stuart McCloskey. McCloskey dumps it. Boy, getting very dangerous here by Ulster. Crowd is really into it now. McCloskey.
Like R.G. Snyman just seems to have the levers to drop it off basketball.
Listen to this crowd.
No matter how many
Just 8 minutes left in the game. Ulster driving now. Billy Burns. Crowd goes quiet for a moment. Oh, Burns now. Billy Burns drives forward. And Leinster not rolling away, just laying there. Carried forward by Harry Sheridan. Cooney. Oh, there's a line break. Oh, they caught up with him. Jacob Stockdale goes for the line break, and Rob Russell catches him. But in the exchange, they're inside the 10-meter line now. Nearly broke free. Looks like Ulster's just looking to get a penalty here because they're not really going wide with anything. Oh, that was a big hit. Looked kind of high. Ulster now. Billy Burns dumps it on the outside. There's some movement out here. Low. Oh, that's forward. That's forward. No whistle, but that was clearly forward. Yeah, forward pass are going to come back. It was clearly a forward pass. Oh, man. Belfast throws it forward. Just 6 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the contest. My goodness. I don't know if Leinster's going to lose. Lowry threw that forward. No reason he had to go forward with that pass. Just turned it over. It's a bad pass. Just flat out bad pass. It's going to kill some time here. Oh, there it is. That's a head-to-head. That should be a card. That should be a card right there. I thought that was a high hit tackle. Going to go to TMO. Substitution. So Harry Byrne is coming out for Leinster. He's had a hell of a game. So Sam Prendergast is going to come in. Sam Prendergast in now for Leinster. Early evening in Belfast. 6.5 minutes left. 1 point difference here. This will put Ulster at 50 points and jump them up to 6th place. If they can come back and win, still stay in 6th place. Best they can do. Clock is stopped at 73:32. I'm getting more views than I anticipate on this one. Appreciate it. McCloskey. Billy Burns is off, and Nathan Doak comes on to replace Billy Burns. And Stuart McCloskey goes off the pitch. The game in the balance. Postlewaite comes in. Jude Postlewaite comes in for Stuart McCloskey. Crouch. Bind. Set. Leinster scrum. Ulster. Penalty against Ulster on the scrum. Nathan Doak makes a tackle. No advantage. There was no advantage. Call to use it. Luke McGrath will have to dig it out. 6 minutes remain. 1 point is the difference separating these two teams. Stockdale spins off a tackle from McGrath. Not McGrath, from Foley, who's still in the game. Oh, Ulster's nothing creative going on here. They have the ball, approaching the 5-minute mark, trailing by 1. They need to get up the pitch. Call to use it. That's going to be over midfield, but well done by Leinster to take that on the high ball. Hugo Keenan, Irish national, does a great job securing that ball for Leinster. Call to use it now. McGrath has to dig it out of there. Feeds the ball over. They didn't kick it away. We're down to 5 minutes in just a moment here. Ulster needs a line break. 5 minutes remain. Addison, nice take there on the high ball. Call to use it. Cooney kicks it over the top, but Ulster needs to get points here. Oh, nice tackle. Well timed. Stuart Moore buries the Leinster player as he catches it. Ball's just lying there. And the restart. Addison takes it. The high ball. Cooney's going to have to dig it out here. 4 minutes remain now. Another minute goes off the clock. And, oh, there's a high tackle. No call there. My goodness. They just need a penalty conversion here. Doak. Nathan Doak nearly breaks through. Nathan Doak. Ulster trying to get something here. They go wide. Good decision there by Postlewaite. They'll hang on to it. We go outside. Stockdale to the 48-meter line. Here comes the counter ruck. No penalty call for that. Lying on top of the ball. Three minutes left. Ulster's going backwards. Nathan Doak trying to fight through. They need to get forward and get a penalty. Oh, they nearly turned it over. Now they're over midfield. Here comes Ulster trying to win this game. They have a penalty. Ulster has a penalty with 3 minutes left. Nathan Doak kicks it down the pitch. They're going to come back. They're going to go for the post. If they can make this, they take the lead. Ulster has a chance to take the lead. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the contest, you got to take the points. You've got to make the points.
18, really slow to get out of the way. 18, really slow to get out of the way. Clear.
So they're going to go for the post. Cooney looks a little nervous about it. Is that out of his range? Post. Cooney. And the crowd cheers it. That's what they wanted, just like me. Crowd cheering it on. Just 38 likes. What's up with that? What's up with that? Hit that button, folks. Come on.
That was easy.
This is the most depressing part of covering these games is begging for likes. Why is it so hard to do? This is my fourth game, man. Come on. Help a brother out. All right. Dead quiet again. We'll hear an awe or a cheer, depending on what happens. Listen to this. That's Ravenwell. Kingspan.
You think in moments.
They didn't
like
turn the
these,
mic off. 26 seconds left on the clock. Can Ulster pull it off here? Can Ulster pull it off here? Dead quiet in Belfast. Cooney almost straight on, but he's got to get the distance.
In the final moment.
He has the distance, but it looks like it's left.
It will be.
It's good! It's good! Ulster's up 23-21 with a minute plus left.
You never doubt the man.
Whoa! Cooney gets it done. 23-21. Leinster. Wow, it's not over yet, folks. Wow. 79 minutes, and Ulster comes down with it. All they got to do is hold on to it now for a minute. Do not kick this ball away, geniuses. Go through phases here. Don't get a penalty. Ulster now, 40 seconds away from victory. They've got to hold on. Just go through phases. Stay on side. Leinster being told to stay on side. Call to use it. Don't want to get pinged for holding on to that ball too long. Cooney, come on. 20 seconds left. Quit taking all day here. You're going to get trouble. Looking for sealing off. 10 seconds left. Ulster down to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Nathan Doak kicks it in a touch. And the game is over. Ulster upsets Leinster. And look at that, folks. Look at that. We have a hell of a game in the end after all. Cooney wins this one for Ulster. Not only do they, but Leinster gets a bonus point here. Leinster will add a point, take him to 60. And Ulster gets 4 points to take him to 53. Wow. Unbelievable. What a finish. What a finish. What a finish. Crowd is going wild in Belfast, folks.
Clapping their TV screens. That was an outrageous, physical, accurate performance.
Wow, unbelievable. That was brilliant. John Cooney is the man of the match, no doubt about that. What an unbelievable finish to this game. Ulster comes away with a victory here. That was something, folks. Wow, that was brilliant stuff from Ravenswell, Kingspan Stadium in Belfast. 23-21. What a day of rugby we've seen here. What a day of rugby we've seen here. My goodness. And that's going to be it. That's the end of the broadcast they've sent me. But what can I say about that? That's going to change the table just a little bit here as Leinster gets a 60th point because they finish within 7 points. And we'll see Ulster get 4 points from this, taking the 53, moving to 6th place, moving Edinburgh down to 7th place. Benetton stays in 8th place. They don't move. Wow, what a finish to that. Folks, that's my 4th game of the day. I think that's enough, don't you think? Wow, huge win, Matt Canale. Yep. Let me go back. I think that's the only darn Super Brew I might have gotten right today. My Super Brew just went sideways this weekend after having a brilliant weekend. Last week I got 8 for 8. Let's take a look and see how poorly I've done today. I'm telling you. So let me take a look at this. I picked both wrong yesterday. I picked Edinburgh to win. They lost. I picked Parma to win. They lost. I picked the Bulls to win. I got that right. I picked the Osprey to win by 11. I got that one almost perfectly right. I picked Glasgow to win. They lost. I picked the Stormers by 3. They won by 4. That was a good one. And I picked the Sharks to win. They lost. And I did pick Leinster to win this game. I'll be darned. All right, so not the best weekend for me. I got just 3 of 8 games. That's an ugly weekend. That's going to kill me on the standings. Anyway, wow, Super Brew, I'm not loving you. Still upcoming, I've got Major League Rugby, 5 games to go today and 2 tomorrow. So, wow, the games tonight are all in the evening. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks a lot. If the table ends like this, then Leinster will play in the quarterfinal. We'll play who? What a weekend of upsets. Yep, it was. Great day. Get some rest. I need a break. Thanks you all for being here. Be sure to hit the like button. And Ulster wins this game. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was something else. So, wow. Leinster with 3 tries. Somehow I don't have a Leinster try up there. It's right. And Matt says, $5 for the coverage. Well, thank you for that, Matt. Who did I get wrong? On that, somebody I got wrong on that try. Who was I got somehow? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but I got the tries wrong somewhere. Herring, Olato is for Leinster. Who else did I have on there? Ulster Foley. Okay, maybe that's the one. And Matt Canale gave a super chat. Thank you for that, Matt. $5. Wow, cool beans. All right, that's it, folks. I need a break. Have a good night. Wow, Stormers in good shape. Ulster's in good shape. That's going to do it for this weekend. Thanks a lot. And, wow, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. I'll be on my regular channel tomorrow. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Good night, everybody.